everyone, Charlene here. Today I'm going to show you how to create a card using the 4x6 Little Devils clear stamp set. Here you can see I've stamped out the entire set. You have 3 little devil characters. They are so cute, along with several sentiments. For this card I am using the brick pattern stencil, and I'm using some Glitz glitter gel in red to fill in my stencil. You're just going to want to make sure to get a really nice even coating. And when you peel up your stencil, be sure to peel it up slowly so that you can keep those crisp lines where those brick pattern pieces are. The size of this paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And when I'm done, I like to use my palette knife and just go around the edges and scrape those off so you can get a more finished look on your final card. I also like to tape my paper down when I am doing this type of gel work on top of a stencil. At this point, I wasn't sure which character I was going to use, so I did ultimately color them all in, but I decided I was going to use this first character that I'm coloring in here. So for the body, I'm using R14, R35, and R37. That's my light, my medium, and my dark. And when I Copic color, I like to go in most of the time and fill the entire image with my light color, and then I like to do my shadowing on the bottom of the image as if the sun was shining down from above. So then I go in with my medium, and then I do my dark, and then I go back to my medium, and then I generally go back over the whole image with my light again. For the inside of his mouth there, I filled that in with black in 100, and for his little tongue I used RV21. Now I'm going into work on the heart, and for my light I'm using RV21, my medium R32, and my dark RV14. And I really love how the pink works with the red devil on top, and then on the next part when I get to the flames, it just all comes together really, really well. These are such pretty colors. So when I am coloring in an image like this where there are different parts like flames or different things like that, you just want to make sure that your shading goes behind the entirety of those flames. Whatever you want to look like is the topmost part of your image, that's where your shading should go around. So you can see I'm kind of shading around all of those flame pieces that are coming up from the bottom of the heart. And then I'm also shading underneath the bottom of the little devil where he is sitting. So that way it'll give the heart some definition and make it look like it's sort of 3D. So I'm not an expert Copic colorer by any means, but these are just some tips and tricks that I like to use. So again, light, medium, dark. Here I'm going in and doing the flames, and I am using Y15, YR16, and YR23. So a yellow, kind of a medium yellow orange, and then a darker yellow orange for my darkest color. I think these 3 work really well for flames. It's kind of my go-to color combination for flames. I love how it looks. I think it's muted but warm, if that makes sense. So going in back over the whole image again with the light, now that I've done my light, medium, and dark. Off camera, I did go ahead and put some Wink of Stella on the pink part of the heart, and I also used some sterling silver Wink of Stella on the little devil horns to give it a little bit of sparkle. For my matte layer, I'm using plain black cardstock, and it is cut to 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm using an A2 size card base that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I've applied my black matting to the card base, and then on top of that I have added the dry Glitz glitter gel stenciled piece, and then on top of that I'm going to add my little devil character along with a sentiment. I did fussy cut this guy out. You can also use the scan and cut if you have one of those. And I'm using some 3D foam squares to pop him up and to pop my sentiment up. Now I've not taken the release paper off of the 3D foam squares at this point because I want to go ahead and get my sentiment done as well so I can see where I want to position everything on my card. Now I have stamped out my sentiment and I'm just using my mini trimmer to go ahead and go in and cut around the sentiment. You can do all kinds of things with this stamp set. I was thinking about how I could use it for Valentine's Day treat bags or just fun little different things like that. So keep that in mind. And you can do all kinds of things other than Copic marker coloring as well. You could heat emboss this little guy. You could watercolor. There's just a lot of different possibilities. So now I'm coming in and I am removing the release tape from my back of my stamped image, and I use a little tool to do that because otherwise my fingers get stuck to everything. These foam squares are very sticky. I do, however, recommend using some type of foam adhesive or really sticky double-sided tape when you are attaching things to glitter gel or to any other kind of texture paste. It just tends to work better. Glue doesn't work very well, at least not for me. So once I have them where I want them, I'm going to go ahead and press them down, and that's our finished card. And you can see here 2 other projects I made as well with this stamp set. I really like it. It's so cute, and I think that little guy popping off of that brick wall there is just adorable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you make some cards, and I hope you'll join me over in the Whimsy Stamps Facebook Inspiration Group. You can follow Whimsy Stamps on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Until next time, happy crafting!